guys, it's your girl Chloe coming at you with another video, and today I am going to be talking about my favorite animal and why I don't have my favorite animal, and animals that I had in the past, and just, I don't know, I guess you could call it story time or something. So I'm not with Spyro right now because I am at my grandparents' house and I'm staying here for a week. I think I already told you guys that in a past video. But yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about animals I have had in the past, why I don't have my favorite animal, stuff like that. So right now I have 4 animals. I have 2 sugar gliders, a dog, and Spyro. But at my neighbor's house, I have 2 animals that are actually mine, but they live over at their house, if that makes sense. I have my chicken, and the reason why he lives over at their house is because they have a lot of chickens. And so, he's my chickens with all the other chickens, so he doesn't feel lonely and stuff. So my chicken lives at my neighbor's house, and then I have my cat, and her name is Callie, and she is an outdoor cat. She kind of lives at mine and my neighbor's house, but she lives at my neighbor's house because my neighbors have a fence, and we live out in the country, and we have like a lot of coyotes and stuff, and so she stays over there, so she's safe from the coyotes. And they have some other cats that she likes, and she has kittens over there and stuff, so it just works out better since she's over there. And the reason why I have my dog at home is we need a fence, but he's really good about not running off. He likes to, like, explore, but if we call him, he'll come back. My 2 sugar gliders stay at my house because they're obviously inside animals. And then my bearded dragon stays at my house because he's an inside animal too. And I can take care of him. So yeah, the animals that I had before my bearded dragon, I had my 2 sugar gliders, still had them, I've had them for a long time, and I had my dog, and then I had my other dog, and then I had 2 turtles and a guinea pig. The reason why I got rid of my guinea pig is because I found out I'm more into reptiles instead of like furry stuff, and he was really loud, and he got annoying sometimes at night, and it just, my home wasn't a good home for him, so we rehomed him to this really sweet lady, and he's doing perfectly fine now. I don't regret the decision that I made, with giving him away. So, when I got my 2 turtles, their names were Hope and Edge. Edge was a deformed turtle that I had, and he was malnourished, he was tiny, and the enclosure that I got him in was just like this bin thing that was literally like the size of this board. It was like so bad. This is like a board that, you can, it's like just a board that you can draw on and stuff, but it's like a clipboard. But yeah, their bin was literally that size. They came with no heat lamp. They had no night lamp. They had not the right things. And at the time, I didn't know how to care for them. And it sounds like really awful of me, but I totally regret getting them just because I didn't give them a life that they deserved, and like they did nothing to me. They were so sweet. I didn't give them a life that they deserved, and I knew that I couldn't keep them anymore. So I had them for like 6 or 7 months. I had them for a while, and it was awful, but they were still sweet. I put them in water. I wasn't even sure what kind of turtles they were. I didn't know anything about animals at that time. And so I just I didn't really know a lot about turtles at that time. And so I decided, well, if I want to actually learn, like, how I need to help these turtles, I need to rehome them. So I rehomed the turtles to this very kind lady that had a bunch of other turtles, and she knew what she was doing and stuff. And I do kind of regret that decision, just because I miss my turtles a lot, and I feel like at the point where I am now, I would have them a UVB bulb and what they need, a basking spot, you know, a little tub of water. But I didn't know at that time, and I didn't know I was gonna get so more into reptiles and things, so I gave them away, and I do regret that decision, but I know they're in a good home now, and like one part of me regrets it and one part of me doesn't. So that's about my 2 turtles that I had, and turtles are actually my favorite animal. I've had turtles like all throughout my life, and I don't have any right now. And I want a red-eared slider, but right now it's just not the good time for me to have a red-eared slider or any other type of animal at the moment, so I don't have any animal right now. And then my other dog, not Border that you guys see in videos, but I had another dog, and her name was Gary. She was a girl, but my brother, he likes to pick like crazy names for animals and stuff, and she is actually his foster dog. She was our foster dog, but we were really thinking about adopting her. We really loved her, so her name was Gary. And sadly, when I was gone on a trip with my other grandparents, Gary got attacked by one of our neighbor's cats, and she ran off, and it was awful. I came back not knowing where she was, what happened, you know, stuff like that. And so my neighbor saw the whole thing. I don't know why he didn't go after her, but I mean, it is what it is. But happily, the people that gave us Gary to foster found her, and that's so amazing. But we may not get her back just because we don't have a fence. If we get a fence, then we may get her back, but we have to talk about it later with my parents and stuff, and about how that affects us and having money and stuff like that. So right now we don't have Gary. So, but she is safe and sound. She's living. She's great. Okay, so let me talk about how I got Spyro. Spyro is my bearded dragon, and we don't know how old he is. We got him from a PetSmart, because most people are like, you shouldn't get your pets from PetSmart, blah, 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 blah. You should rescue them, blah, 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 all this stuff. Chain pet stores, they should not be selling animals. That's why I wanted Spyro. I wanted Spyro because I basically am rescuing him from a chain pet store, from a little kid that doesn't know what they're doing, getting them, and not having a UVB bulb, stuff like that, and not knowing what to do with him. And so to me, I think that I saved him, I rescued him from something like that happening, and I do not regret my decision getting him from PetSmart. So, and then Border, we also got from the same place that we had a Gary. He was at first a foster dog, and then we took him in as our own. We rescued him. He had separation anxiety issues. So like when we'd go on a trip or when we'd leave just for a day, he'd tear up the blinds or something. And that'll be for another story time video, which I'll make later. But, and that just wasn't, we decided to keep him, and I'm happy that we did. I love him so, so, so much, and I'll explain more about him in another story time video. So, my sugar gliders we actually got from a breeder in Canton, and I don't regret that. They're very healthy. They weren't malnourished. They're perfectly fine. They weren't skinny or anything, so I don't regret that. But be careful. Please be careful getting your animals from Canton, because if you do get them from Canton, they could end up being really sick. They could end up fixing to die, stuff like that. So just be careful about that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please click like and subscribe, and in the comments let me know what video you'd like me to do next. If anybody even wants to comment. I don't even have a lot of subscribers. I just make videos for fun, but whatever. So, thanks for watching this video. Peace out.